Hello, my mystical and magical friends. It's Kelly from Cards with Kelly, and I'm here to do a twin flame card reading for you. For those of you on the twin flame journey, I'm going to be doing a card reading that looks at the masculine energy today as well as the feminine, and finishing it off with a message from the masculine to the feminine and a message from the feminine to the masculine. I will be putting out later a little more information on twin flames, although YouTube has tons of great information from lots of different readers and teachers about what twin flames are, how to recognize if you are a twin flame and on a twin flame journey. And so if you're not sure, I encourage you to search some of those to see if you are in fact a twin flame. So this reading will be for those who either are on the twin flame journey or believe that you are on the twin flame journey. So let's dive right in. I've already pulled the cards because there were quite a lot of cards. We're going to look at the masculine's energy and then what he has in his mind, what he's thinking about, what he has in his heart, and what he will have in his 3D, his behaviors, his actions, his body. We'll then look at those same levels for the feminine. So the feminine's energy, her thoughts, her heart, her actions, and then a message from each to each. So let's begin with the masculine today. The first card that we have in the Divine Masculine's energy is Natural Order, but it's in reverse. And so the Divine Masculine might be in a place of feeling not quite balanced. He may be feeling that there's something out of balance, there's something not quite right, although I get the sense that he's not exactly sure what it is, even though things may look the same as they did yesterday, last week, or a few months ago. There's something that he's sensing is out of balance and doesn't feel the same, feels a little bit off. The Destiny card is also in the masculine's energy. And so the masculine is sensing in his energy that there's something more he's supposed to do. There might be something coming. There's something that is greater than he is. And when he's tapping into his divine feminine, he might not quite understand what exactly is going on with this connection, but he feels like there's something, or he's sensing that there is something greater than he had been aware of previously within this relationship, that perhaps his divine feminine is part of his destiny, although he's not quite got a handle on how or why. The Fresh Start card is in his energy. He is hoping for a fresh start. He is wanting to begin again. He may be thinking about, wondering, feeling, reminiscing on some of the past, and really now recognizing that the divine feminine just might be part of his destiny. He might really be feeling sorrow or regretting some of the things that have happened in the past, maybe wishing he had noticed what this person was to him before now. And he has deep emotions. The connection is growing deeper and stronger by the minute. Even though he's a little confused and not quite sure why, this connection is growing stronger and stronger in his energy. In his mind, in his thoughts today, he has the Creativity card. So your divine masculine may be trying to brainstorm and think creatively, think outside the box, wondering, how can I connect with my divine feminine in a way that makes sense, in a way that works? I sense that he's worried about how much time has gone by. He feels time ticking. He feels himself and the divine feminine getting older, life going forward, and really regretting that they didn't have that fresh start, that he might have made some mistakes in the past, and he's really trying to figure out how to creatively get back in touch with his divine feminine. If you are in touch together, then he's trying to figure out how to touch base today, how to increase your connection over time. If you are not in union or in connection at all, then he's really thinking about how he can reach out and connect with his divine feminine. He is feeling a great responsibility for how things have gone in the past. He's thinking about mistakes he's made. He's going through regrets. He's having some deep issues regarding thinking about things he wished he had done differently. I'm going to guess that that full moon last night brought up a lot of stuff that he really needed to let go, but he's having trouble letting go of the thought of regret now that he knows the divine feminine is part of his destiny. And he's going round and round in circles. He's trying to focus maybe on his work, maybe on whatever it is he's doing today, but he's having trouble focusing. I see that the cycles in his mind are just going and going and going, thinking about how to creatively check in with, touch base with, tap into his divine feminine, and how he can fix perhaps what didn't work, what hasn't been working, and how to go forward. What he's feeling in his heart is he's feeling lost, he's feeling disconnected, he's trying to find his way back to his divine feminine now that he realizes how connected they truly are, and yet he might not know how. He's feeling lost. He might even be feeling a little sick. He's having heartache in his heart. He's feeling ill. He's not feeling well. The regrets are really getting to him. The sadness is starting to creep up. That full moon probably brought up a lot of sadness and heavy feelings. And again, he's feeling, not only thinking about time going by, but he's feeling time going by. He's feeling like he's running out of time and wonders what he's supposed to do about this. He's looking at maybe older couples around him who've been together their entire lives or for a very long time and wishing, hoping that he can have that with his divine feminine, but feeling that deep heartache and feeling of loss because he just might not know how to get there, how to heal the past stuff, how to make up for past mistakes and go forward. And yet he is feeling the responsibility and the duty of realigning together with his divine feminine. He's looking into deep into his heart to find the way back to his divine feminine, to find the details, to get that happening, even though he can't quite figure out in his mind or his heart how it's going to be done. He's working on it, and he feels like it's his responsibility, his duty to make this happen. He's just not quite sure how. In his 3D and body and actions, he's feeling passionate. He's feeling that fire starting to bubble up in his gut. He's feeling passionate and he's wanting to make a move. He's feeling very protective of his divine feminine. So he may, for those of you in contact, perhaps he knows of situations that you have in your life where he's feeling very protective of you, perhaps other relationships that you've had before, current life situations. He's wanting to come in and protect you. He wants to be your knight in shining armor, even though he's not quite sure how. He's trying to figure it out. He does know that he dreams about you. He does know that he can connect with you in dreams, and even though part of him still believes these are dreams, another part of him is starting to understand that he is connecting with you on another dimension. And so one of the actions he's wanting to take is to dream about you, connect with you on that next level so that your companionship, your connection can ease the loneliness between the two of you until you can be reunited. Because you are in his heart, you are on his mind, you are in his energy, and he is feeling passionate about you on a very physical level. He's fantasizing about you. He's either remembering intimate moments you've had and or fantasizing about intimate moments to come. And he's hoping to see some more of those in his dreams. Let's look at the divine feminine, what's in her energy, her mind, her heart, her body. The very first thing is the divine masculine in her energy. However, it's inverted. And so it seems as though the divine feminine is feeling less connected to the divine masculine than she's felt in a little while. She may feel him slipping away. She may wonder why this is happening, but she's feeling a little less connected than she has in a long time. And in the divine feminine's energy, her knowledge and understanding is expanding. She's having divine expansion. She's learning more. She's understanding more about how things happen, letting things be, knowing that there is a greater plan. And it seems as though she's letting go of the divine masculine so that she can surrender to what the divine has in store for her, for the masculine, and for their union. It seems as though she's leaning back, letting go, and trusting the process. The healing inverted is in her energy as well. And so a lot of healing has been done by the divine feminines in the last, I was going to say little while, but really over the last year. And today the divine feminine might be feeling like a lot of, almost like a step back in her healing. Again, this probably has a lot to do with that full moon, super moon last night. A lot of stuff that maybe did get healed, but was stuck somewhere in the body, in the heart, in the mind, is being pulled up to be released in the full moon energy. And so she may be sensing that healing has taken a step back, when in fact that's not the case. She is moving forward. There just might be more and deeper layers of healing occurring now, as well as that purging from that full moon and super moon last night. The last card in the divine feminine's energy is Crossroads, but inverted. So again, for quite a while, in this last little while, the divine feminine has felt torn. Which path do I take? What do I do? But it seems as though she's really letting that go and not making decisions right now, not looking for the answer. What is my next move? And it looks like she's surrendering to the greater plan and allowing life to bring her through the current to the decision. And she's stepping back and saying, okay, universe, you take the wheel. You know better than I do where we're going. And in the divine feminine's mind, what she's thinking about is harvest in the reverse. So the harvest card is about, planting all those seeds, tending to things, and then after a period of time, knowing that you will reap the benefits, reap the rewards of what you have planted and harvested. And with the divine feminine's harvest being in the reverse, my guides are telling me that the divine feminine it seems like she's really in a space of just letting go and not quite giving up, but releasing, letting go of control, knowing that she's done all that she can, letting go, and not even expecting anything to grow from what she has planted. If that happens, and if that's the divine plan and the divine expansion, okay. But she's no longer expecting it, she's no longer waiting for it, she's no longer checking every 5 minutes to see if things are growing. And the divine feminine seems to really be letting go, even in her thoughts. And while this may sound like it is a sad thing, actually the energy I'm getting with it is peaceful. This isn't the divine feminine leaving. The divine feminine isn't actually letting go. She's not going anywhere. They're connected with a connection that is unbreakable. But she's letting go of control, letting go of needing to know the next step, letting go of waiting, wanting, and she's trusting. She's letting go, leaning back into trust, and it's peaceful and very beautiful. She is thinking about her divine masculine, however, and she is having very passionate thoughts about him. And this is matching his energy in the 3D. While he's feeling his passion for the divine feminine in his body, she is thinking about her passion for him in her mind. She is fantasizing about him. She is picturing him, remembering him, wishing for him in her mind. And she's getting the sense that no matter where this path takes her, right now, this will have to do. Thinking about him in her mind in that passionate and intimate way is what she's going to get right now. She's also thinking about, what do we have here? We have prosperity, in the reverse. It's about her divine masculine, but it's also about her work and her livelihood. I get the sense that for a while she was really focusing on her work, making sure that she was bringing in her own money, getting her career off the ground. And I'm sensing that that's actually slowed down a little bit, and it might be a little frustrating to her. She might be a little frustrated with herself that she keeps getting distracted in her mind with thoughts, fantasies, and pictures and images of her divine masculine. And there's a struggle trying to get herself to refocus back on work, refocus back on prosperity, and get serious so that she can be a self-fulfilling woman who supports herself no matter what the divine masculine is doing. But thoughts of the divine masculine keep creeping back up in her mind, and she might be getting quite frustrated about that. And I have a sense that one of the reasons he keeps coming up in her mind is that's what he's thinking about, he's dreaming about, and through their connection, those thoughts, fantasies, memories, and wishes are popping up in her mind as a result. Yeah, there's the battle. There's the battle in her mind between thinking about her divine masculine, which she's trying to stop doing right now, and focusing on her life, her work, her responsibilities, and just, keeping herself in her own lane. There's an internal struggle in her mind today. She's really having an issue doing that. So let's see what's in the divine feminine's heart. Her children. So whether the divine feminine has children already, or whether she's feeling and holding her future children in her heart, this is a big part of where her heart is today. Whether the twin flame path leads her exactly where she has envisioned it to be or not, she knows that the mother energy in her is preparing her life and her world to take care of her children. Excuse me. Now, whether her children are actual children or perhaps someday just tending to, with that mother energy, tending to her life and those in her life, possibly even her career as one of her creations, that is where the divine feminine's heart is today. Children, her future children, and possibly even her work, if that is something that is from her heart, her creation. She's feeling illuminated in her heart today. She might be feeling a lot of emotions in her heart today. Again, very, very probable that it is tied to that big super full moon last night, but a lot of stuff happening in her heart. And she's also having a lot going back and forth between her heart and her mind, the thoughts. She's thinking, she's feeling, she's thinking, she's feeling, and yet she's really trying to focus on her feet on the ground, focus on her work, her stability, and she's really struggling between the heart and the head today. The last card in her heart space is a new venture in the reverse. This card is one of my cards that tells me bang on, bullseye, right direction, as well as a new venture. But it's in the reverse. So she might be feeling like she had started several new things a little while ago, and she's really trying to work on those things in her world, focus on them, and yet today she's just spinning her wheels. Again, because she keeps fantasizing about Mr. Handsome here, or Ms., depending on how your divine masculine is showing up in your world, but she's really trying to focus on her work, her livelihood, the things that she's been creating, but she's not feeling that new creative energy today, and she's not feeling like she's getting a lot done. Let's look at what is in the Divine Feminine's body space, her physical space. Unity where there was once division. So in her gut, in her actions, she is thinking about, what can I do to feel that connection again with my Divine Masculine, even though she's trying so hard not to think about him. She's trying so hard to let go of this connection, because in her original energy she's feeling more disconnected from her Divine Masculine. One moment that feels good and comfortable, the next moment she finds herself almost out of habit wondering, should I reach out to him? Should I call him today? Should I text my Divine Masculine? Should I drop a little note, or should I just let it go? Almost out of habit, almost out of instinct, she's feeling a pull toward her masculine, although she's fighting it. Energy, head, and heart. In her physical energy today, in her actions today, she may do something toward the journey that may eventually lead to their union. She's working on the union in some format, even though she's letting go of the connection in and of itself. Although remember, like I said, the connection can never be fully released. But she might be taking little steps toward the union because she can't get him out of her head, because she can't get the masculine out of her heart. So she might do something to satiate that draw, that urge to do something, but it might be something very small so that she can then let go and get back to work. Speaking of work, the next two cards in her physical world are work and work. This work, though, was in the reverse. So the Divine Feminine is really trying to get some work done today. She's really trying to focus on what needs to be done, what needs to be done around her house, what needs to be done around her work, what she needs to do within herself even, so that she can do that in her work and get herself ready in the long run for the union. But I get the sense that it's much less about her internal work and much more about physical. This is her physical, this is her action. This is, what is she doing in the 3D? She's trying to get some work done. But this person keeps popping into her head, into her energy, and into her heart. And so she can fight it all she wants, but the Divine Masculine keeps knocking at the door, saying, Divine Feminine, I'm feeling you. I know now you're part of my destiny. I want that fresh start. I'll see you in my dreams, because I'm coming. The Divine Feminine is trying to tell the Divine Masculine, will you just be quiet? I'm trying to work. And the Divine Masculine is saying, I'm coming, I'm coming. So let's have, to wrap up this reading, let's have a message from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, and then from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? He wants to say, I feel you deeply. You are in my underworld. You are part of my soul. You are part of my very being. I didn't know it before. I didn't understand why you kept coming. I didn't understand that feeling I would have when we were together, and it scared me, and I tried to go away, but I understand now that our connection is so strong and so deep that it is a soul connection. I may not fully understand the twin flames, the twin flame journey, but I do understand that my feelings for you are so deep that we are connected at the soul level. And the Divine Feminine wants to say to her Divine Masculine, no matter how busy I get with work, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about. We are connected at an intuitive level. Our connection cannot be broken. On the higher dimensions, we are one. We are one. Even though I'm trying to turn off my thoughts, even though I'm trying to busy my body, I feel you. We are connected intuitively. Oh, and look, there's the full moon. That full moon, that supermoon last night, really pulled our energies together. And we even have the divine feminine, the divine masculine. As high as we can go with intuition, as low as we can go with the underworld. This is the divine masculine and the divine feminine. They know that they belong like this. They know they are connected in a way that is indescribable. And so as the masculine tries to figure out how to return, fix, reconnect with his divine feminine, the divine feminine is letting him know, or her know, if your divine masculine is in the female body or form, I'm here. I'm busy. I've got a lot to do. I've got to clean up my side of the street. I've got to focus. But I'm here. We're connected, and I love you. I hope that you have enjoyed this twin flame reading. For those of you on the twin flame journey, good luck. I know it is an amazing, beautiful, joyful, and sometimes difficult, sad, scary journey, but it is a journey that grows each of your hearts, your minds, your souls, your bodies to become the person that you are meant to be. And so I wish you all beautiful love and magic on your journey. I hope you have a beautiful, mystical, magical rest of your day. And until next time, stay magical.